news updates on Today Ghana News TV. We are live on the satellite by Twitch for our viewers in Eastern European countries and Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Today Ghana News TV. Now, the headlines. The Trade and Industry Minister, John Allan Chomanten, has condemned the weekend violence that broke out between some party supporters at Suhum in the Eastern region. Former President Mahama takes his thank you tour to NDC chapters in the diaspora. We have these and other stories coming your way in the next 45 minutes. My name is Edna Sagunya, and the news is sponsored by Agbazu Herbal Clinic and the Lens Cosmetology Training Institute. Our first story for tonight, the Trade and Industry Minister and member of the New Patriotic Party, John Allan Chomanten, has condemned the weekend violence that broke out between some party supporters at Suhum in the Eastern region. This was contained in a statement issued by his office on Sunday night. Footages widely shared online show a free fair or barrel at a funeral event, putting lives in jeopardy. The attack also left at least 2 people injured, including a party communicator. Although the cause of the barrel is yet to be ascertained, the police are already on the heels. The police are on the heels of a driver of MP for the area named only as Jamalu. Describing the August 28th incident as barbaric, Mr. Chomanten further discounted claims that the clash was between his supporters and those of the Vice President, Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia. Rumors currently circulating on social media that the clash was between my supporters and those of our Vice President are not only completely false, but mischievous and have been contrived to bring both the Vice President and my good self into public ridicule, adding that I condemn without reservation this barbaric act of some members of our party. Moving further, after touring all 5 regions in the north, as part of his nationwide thank you tours, former President John Dramani Mahama turned his attention to the NDC diaspora chapters. On Friday, 27th August 2021, he held a virtual session of his thank you tour with NDC members living across various continents. We have on the line the Germany chapter NDC for the NDC Germany chapter secretary, Mr. Jerome Pa, to speak to us on this. Hello, Mr. Jerome.
Hello, Edna. Good evening to you, and good evening to all our wonderful viewers wherever you are. It's always good to be on your program.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us if you people were satisfied with the meeting held?
Yeah, definitely. We were very privileged as members of the great party, National Democratic Congress, who resides outside the country, to have His Excellency John Dramani Mahama address us as part of his thank you tour. Fortunately for us, we had not only His Excellency, we had a running mate as well, Professor Yenopoku Nana Ajuman. We had a national chairman, Dr. Ofosu Ampafo. We had a deputy general secretary, Honorable Peter Otukono, and then Barbara Samoa. They were all on board. And obviously, our international relations director, Honorable Alex Segrefia. They were all on this show, at least to thank the rank and file of membership in the diaspora for our support during the 2020 elections. And somebody might be thinking that, was it really necessary for His Excellency to say thank you to all of us, thank you to the good people of the country for the elections that did not give us results that we were expecting. Yes, indeed, the elections did not end up with the result that we wanted, but we had results that we need to appreciate and inform the people that yes, indeed, we are very grateful for what they have done for us. Edna, if for nothing, we increased our members in parliament from 106 to 137. That tells us that it's a huge improvement. And if you look at the results of the presidential elections as well, we moved from about 4.5 million to about 6.2 million. And we're in the same range as the president of the country. And it tells you that, yes, indeed, the good people of the country did vote for the NDC for one reason or the other, that you are fully aware of what happened and were at the Supreme Court. But we are very satisfied. There's excellent the president expressed his appreciation to the we in the diaspora for our contribution in cash, in kind, in ideas, in policy directions, and even with our presence during the 2020 election. So we're very satisfied, and even with that interaction, it only tells you that it is not only what we send down, it is not only ideas that we send down, but our membership or our role as members of the party is duly appreciated, and that gave them the right to organize such a forum for us to have the interaction, which is excellent. We're very satisfied. If I say anything less than that, that will not be an honest truth.
Okay, thank you for that. And then I would like to ask more, how do you see NDC chances coming 2024?
Yes, 2024, we're going into that battle well prepared. We went into 2020 election with a little bit of, what would I say, lost inside, because there were certain traits that were put on the ground that did not reflect what it ought to be. For instance, the arrangement by the Electoral Commission to have regional collation centers never clicked on us. And there are certain arrangements that they even had on their own collation sheets that did not reflect what we expected. That went against the laws of the country. In going into 2024, we're going to make sure that every dot that is supposed to be on any document, we will follow it to the letter. And as His Excellency said, we now agree that elections are not won at the Supreme Court. The elections are won at the polling station. And we will not allow anything to move beyond the polling station to be declared anywhere. And we will ensure that the results that reflects at the polling station is what is carried to the final destination. And therefore, going into 2024, we are going all out well prepared. We're not saying that the mistakes of the current government, there are scandals left and right, there are failures of promises that are not being materialized, what we are going to rely on. No, we're not relying on that. We are coming with superior programs and projects for the entire people of the country. We've proven to the people that yes, indeed, we came in 2020 to promise you free healthcare. They said it was not going to be possible. We're coming back to the same free healthcare, and will ensure that it is fully implemented for the good people of the country. We started a lot of projects. We are talking about what the Constitution mandates us to go with what progressive free educational system, basic education. We have started that. They have dashed it into the free senior high school system. Now we have the traffic light system. We started projects that will enable us to be able to at least accommodate the free educational system that is enshrined in the Constitution, and will ensure that we bring all that into completion. All the health facilities that we started in the various communities, the people themselves are witnesses to this. So we are coming back to the various communities. We have a social contract with them that will end it up. So coming into 2024, we're not just relying on the mistakes of the current government. We're relying on our own record. And that is what we are taking in there. And we're promising the people, now you have done your comparison, and we have a superior advantage over the current government. And that is what we are relying on. So 2024, we believe strongly that the NDC, by the close of 2022, would have won that election, hands down, before we get to 2024. So be rest assured that we are coming to 2024 well prepared and more prepared than before.
Okay. How would you rate the performance of the current administration?
I wish I could be very charitable, and I would give them probably a good mark. But Edna, whatever I see here, somebody might still look at it from my political stand or my personal, not my personal perspective, but as somebody coming as a secretary for the NDC party in Germany, somebody want to look at it from that angle. But let's look at it. Let's be very honest and very factual with ourselves. We can just look at a few sectors and use that to rate them. If we look at the educational sector, the crux of the matter is that every nation, the growth of every nation, the well-being of every nation is anchored on education. Once your educational system is destroyed, then the entire country or the entire nation is on its grounds. Here we are. I do not think that there is anybody down there who is happy with the educational system that we have right now. I'm not seeing anyone except the MPP propagandists who will tell us that there is nothing wrong with the system. Even their own ministers are telling us that, right, there are a lot of issues against the educational system. We have children who are sleeping on veranda. I do not believe that you and I need to go to school and go and sleep on the veranda to be able to learn. We still have a lot of people that you go into a school for 3 months and you come home for 6 months. Look, at the university level, we run a semester system. They do 4 months, they go home for 2 months, and they come back. Even that structure is different, because when you frame with the first semester, you are coming to a new semester altogether. You don't carry anything with you. Our education, these are children at a very tender age, and they go to school for 3 months, come home for 6 months, and they're going back. Let's be very honest with ourselves. There is nothing that they can carry with them at their ages. And now we have a government that is spending huge sums of money. Instead of putting up educational infrastructure, they are buying past questions for our kids. Are we supposed to rely on past questions to pass our exams? It already tells you that there is a failure inside. So for the educational system, you and I believe strongly, if we want to rate them, somebody might be very charitable by saying that he will give them 3/10. And obviously, I'll tell the person that yes, 3/10 is okay. After all, they are able to keep our kids in school. At least they are able to learn A plus B. But unfortunately, it is not sustainable. So that side is completely out. Let's look at what again. If we look in the place of the health sector, I think all the noise that they made was about the distribution of what ambulances. Now you provide an ambulance and you do not have a facility where a patient is being carried to be treated. So what do? It makes no sense in providing an ambulance when you don't have the health facility available. Yes, there were ambulances, and thank God, even these ambulances, the Minister of Health have made it very clear that they were already programmed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It doesn't matter. It is government, and government must continue, and therefore the ambulances have come in. In the case of health sector, they have nothing to show for it. They are cutting salts every day. Remember, in the heat of the COVID-19, the president did inform the nation he was going to put up 88 hospitals. Here we are, not a single one of the 88 has been completed. He has moved again, and he's telling us that he has Agenda 111. He has cut new sorts. Where are those hospitals? If you look at it, look at even the funding for those hospitals. There is nothing to show for it. Therefore, I would want to give them, in terms of their health delivery, probably 2/10. And these are just two areas that I have spoken about. We do not want to take a leap into the, what will I say, employment area, in the system of employment. What are we seeing? They're claiming that they have come into the power, and therefore the issue of unemployed graduates association is a thing of the past. That is hallelujah, because whatever any party in government wants to do is to be able to put the youth off the street, and you go to school, they spend a lot of money on you, you come out, you should be able to get a job to do. Here we are, they have brought NAPCO. In that NAPCO, they're supposed to be paying these graduates an amount of 700 Ghana. But unfortunately, here we are, these people that they've even put in that NAPCO, they are complaining of non-payment. Are we looking for a sustainable employment for our people, or we just want to look for stopgaps? So in that sense, they cannot tell us anything here. They've talked about employment of nurses and all that. When the minister himself was asked in parliament to provide statistics, they all ran away from those statistics. So in terms of employment, there is nothing to show. There is no difference in what we have under them and when we had IMF conditionalities. So in terms of employment, we will just leave them out. But if you want me to rate them in total, from where I sit, I don't think that I'll give them more than 30%. Good.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us for tonight. We are grateful.
Oh, I'm very grateful, Edna, for having me. And I believe strongly that a lot of people will always join Today Ghana News TV channel for a lot of information. We will keep having the discussion. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. Moving on, the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, which was established on October 8, 1923, has grown from initial 200 beds to a capacity of more than 2,000, and also currently the third largest hospital in Africa, as well as the leading national referral center in Ghana. This short, brief history makes much to be desired, but it is the case. Our reporter, Sophia Vanderpoy, has more on this.
Or despair. The Kolebu Teaching Hospital, which was established on October 8, 1923, and has grown from initial 200 beds to a capacity of more than 2,000, and also currently the third largest hospital in Africa, as well as the leading national referral center in Ghana. This short brief makes much to be desired, but is that the case? Extensive research suggests that positive patient experience leads to improvement in patient health outcomes. Can we say this is the true picture with the current state of buildings in Kolebu? Patient experience is particularly important in ambulatory care, where a patient builds a long-term relationship with a provider to manage his or her chronic illness over the span of years. Despite these known benefits, patients' experience and its impact on health outcomes is poorly understood, looking at how poorly the building have been neglected. Yet, we are told quality health care is being rendered to citizens. Who will believe this? How can a patient who is already in discomfort receive better care in an already discomfort setup? All we have heard are promises made by this government. In recent past, we heard of 88 hospitals, which till now hasn't seen the light of day. And currently, a make-believe slogan of an Agenda 111, leading to confusion galore. Why would there be confusion where these promises are development related? If an institution with such rich history and rich services are purported to be rendered to citizens of a country will be left to rot, looking at its buildings in such dilapidated state, why won't one be confused when more promises and slogans are made? Can we say the Kolebu Teaching Hospital is riding on past glories? Can we say the hospital has been abandoned? When Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaji, the Director General of Ghana Health Service, indicated that recent reports made by people and the media that the hospital has been abandoned, one would think he was talking about the current glaring dilapidated state of the teaching hospital. But reading and listening to his submission, it was rather directed to a new short-cutting project, which also seems to be abandoned because of lack of funds. Another thought-provoking question to ask is, can't we maintain what we have with the limited resources than to waste money on projects which might not be realized and would benefit the citizens but only geared to score political points. Culture of maintenance and continuity is lost, and if care is not taken, patients might end up aggravating their ailments due to poor maintained buildings coupled with non-functioning equipment and the right care. Safa Vanderpoel reporting for Today Ghana News TV.
Ga Adangbe Association in Switzerland donates hospital equipment to Anyoboni Clinic as Honorable Tete Bismarck Nyako fulfills his election promises to residents of Anyoboni community. Our reporter Sylvia Annan has more on this.
Langme Association in Switzerland has donated medical items to the Anyoboni Health Center to augment healthcare delivery at Upper Menya district in Eastern Region. The items include electronic hospital beds, electronic wheelchair, electric bed sheets, and various surgical instruments. The donation also forms part of Honorable Bismarck Tetenyakun's mission to support the constituency in health sector. Mr. Bismarck Tetenyakun has been working to complement his promises which he made during the general elections to improve healthcare delivery with specific focus on the health of women and children as well as the aged. He said the Ghana Association had therefore donated medical equipment and consumables to the health center as well as renovated some health facilities in the constituency. Honorable Bismarck said that the health of women, children, and the aged would always be his priority as expressed the readiness to work and to deliver quality health care to Upper Menya constituency. The head of the health center, who received items, expressed gratitude to Mr. Bismarck Tetenyaku and the Ga Adangbe Association for the assistance and its timeliness as the facility was in need of such assistance to enhance their work. We have been looking forward to this visit for some time now, and we promise that this donation will go a long way to support our service delivery here. Present at the presentation were Madame Sheila, leader of the Gadangme Association, Honorable Bismarck Tetenyaku, nurses of the clinic, chiefs, and the people of Anyoboni community. I am Sylvia Happy Annan, reporting for Today Ghana News TV.
The long-awaited demonstration of the people of the Ketu South of the Volta region came on Friday, 26th of August 2021. The protesters, who were clad in red attires, came out in their numbers to register their displeasure on the closure of the Aflau border. Dinah Salasi Tete, our Volta regional correspondent, has the rest of the story.
Demonstration dubbed Open Our Land Borders Now took place at Aflau in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region on Friday, 27th of August 2021. Residents, who consist of both old and young, came out in their numbers clad in red attires to register their displeasure on the closure of the Aflau border for almost 1.5 years now. They are agitating that if the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, and his government do nothing fast to solve this challenge, they should be prepared to feed all border residents.
Yeah, I hear. Say, yes, sir. Come say, who be bought my yeah, mammy. Yeah, as I yeah, manu sue. Suppose some I bassa. Yes, sir.
If I come over for the nanny, Billy, I got the Billy Hamburg. I'm a national happy. Open the border, Nana, open the border, open the border. They say, when we are coas share, it is a woman to meet the border, flower border. They need Nigeria for so baby because when we are coas share, it is a woman to meet here. And then the Bama almost showing you confident our baby. Open the heart for and I'm going to force them to deliver a tenure. As for Chomi, you must tell you never have to go to the villa. Obo, the next people, the food and Yajano. Nana, Yanami, would get it.
In the petition, which was read by Vincent Yao Ajoga and was presented to the Municipal Chief Executive Honorable Elliot Agbenowu to deliver to the President on behalf of the organizers and every border residents, he explained that the people of Aflau and the Ketu South in general are really going through a lot to fend for themselves and their families. According to Vincent Yao Ajoga, the predicament has also made the youth become dependable on their families as they currently have nothing to do. Mr. Solomon Kumoji, who is the Ketu South constituency chairman for NDC, took his turn to appeal to the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, to use his position as the ECOWAS chairman to open the Aflau border to alleviate the challenges that are associated with the closure. In a related development, the Member of Parliament for the area, Honorable Abla Jifar Gomashi, who graced the occasion, said the demonstration is in the right direction for the people to register their displeasure. She indicated that during the major lockdown in the country as a result of COVID-19, provisions were made for the people in Accra and Kumasi, leaving the people in the Volta region and that of Ketu South as a whole, who always get their daily bread at the border. So as a matter of urgency, the President, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, must answer their call by opening the border for them. The MCE of Ketu South Municipality, Honorable Elliot Agbenowu, who received the petition on behalf of the President in his speech, promised that he will make sure their hope is not dashed, but rather the people will receive a good response to their grievances to bring back smiles on their faces. Also, the women who are greatly affected by this predicament call on the President to relieve them and open the border now. In conclusion, the traditional ruler of the Aflau state, Togbiga Ajongaga Amenya Fiti V, used the opportunity as well to appeal to government to provide more sustainable jobs for the youth under his jurisdiction. Also, as the ECOWAS chairman, he has the mandate to make reasonable deliberations in regards to the opening of land borders. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta Region.
The NPP has organized a one-day constituency delegate conference for all polling station executives, coordinators, and all party faithfuls at Sugakope in the South Tongu district of the Volta region. The conference, which was meant to account to the people on activities of the party in the constituency, ended with a call on Ghanaians to rally behind the party for a better governance. Dinah Selassie Tete has more on this.
A one-day constituency NPP delegate conference for all police station executives, coordinators and all party faithfuls ended at Sogakope in the South Tongue district of the Volta region on 26 August 2021 with a call on party members to rally behind the constituency executives in order to execute more better policies in the constituency. It is clear that yearly the party do organize such conferences all over the region to account to members on activities to show better accountability and transparency. Speaking at the conference, the South Tongue MPP chairperson, Madam Grace Achampon, indicated that she will continue to fight for good policies and projects for the constituency and the Volta region at large to improve the state of living of the people. She mentioned that all executives are working hand in hand with the government to attract more projects to South Tongue district. She made a call on everyone to be united and to do away with all negative energies to move the district forward positively. Mr. Emmanuel Kwashi Chenchehini, who is the regional youth organizer of the MPP party, spoke to our news team concerning the need to be united despite our political differences. He said it's a normal activity to account to the people diligently and to propose more beneficial policies as the Constitution demands. The MPP, he said, is hoping to exceed and break the 8-year terms of governance in order to put all the several projects in the pipeline to fulfillment. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta Region.
3 people dead after a car crashed at Zibila. A UK journalist by name Tyler Ahmed lost his life as well. Hence, Ghana now part of the country's flagged red in the UK.
Early hours of Saturday, 28 August 2021, a Balko-bound bus from Kumasi crashed down near the Zibila barrier, killing 2 people. Police rescue team that conveyed some of the injured to the Zibila District Hospital also had accidents on the way, killing 1 person. The cause of the accident is not established, but some survivors said the bus lost control upon reaching that area and finally burst a tire before crashing to the ground. This comes at the back of another accident that took 2 lives on that same stretch of the road 5 days before this. The Boko Bolga had a lot of complaints during the days of its bad state. However, upon it being fixed, numerous accidents have occurred. The rest of the injured are currently at the Zibila District Hospital responding to treatment. Also, in another sad news, an international journalist in Ghana for a documentary has been shot to death by suspected armed robbers on the Temale-Buipi Road in the Savannah region. According to the Northern Regional Police Command, the accident occurred at around the Infa Junction on Monday at about 7 p.m. The victims were rushed to the Buipi Polyclinic for treatment and were later transferred to the Temale Teaching Hospital for further treatment. But upon arrival, victim Saleh Ahmed, a journalist who was on assignment in Ghana from the London-based television channel MCA International, was pronounced dead. His body was deposited at the Temale Teaching Hospital mortuary for preservation and autopsy. It seems there are increased in road accidents on our roads these days. Today, Ghana News TV is calling on the president and those in authorized positions to fix the problem. I am Sylvia Happy-Anan for Today Ghana News TV.
Okay, that will be it. Thanks for tuning in. But before we leave, we would love to read the messages of our beloved viewers. From Evangelist Anita Frimpon. Looking good, Edna. Thank you, Anita. NDC Diaspora Union. Watching you live from Amsterdam, Holland. Good work, Jerome, and Today Ghana News TV. Thank you. Emmanuel Omukwe. That's great. Okay, Emmanuel. From Julius Ameyao Ade. Oh, yes, it is. John Baptist Na, watching from Cologne, Germany. Great program. Thank you, John. From Benedicta Echa Dogbachi. Jerome, watching you live from North Tongu, Japan. Okay. Patrick Yao. Edna, you are looking beautiful this evening. No size. Thank you, Patrick. Patience Darko. Your news is tasty. Watching you from Hamburg, Germany. Thank you. Joyce Amwa. Watching the news from Mankesim. Okay, Joyce. Thank you. Salase. Dina Tete. Glued to my seat from Sugakupe. You good, Edna? Yes, I'm good. Wafasami. That's bad. Okay. From Patrick Yao, Swansea. I'm watching you live from Esikuma. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that will be all for tonight. Thanks for tuning in and then watching news on Today Ghana News TV. Our sponsors are Agbozo Herbal Clinic and the Lens Cosmetology Training Institute. You can follow us on Today Ghana News TV on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you once again. See you all on Wednesday.
Thank you.